kurang bisan wa jangama kurang bisan ya matrenelo iyan dem marong iyan den jay kay way iyan dem marong suma iyan dem marong kay way kurang bisan wa jangama mernala bi wajal sumanje ke na se yo ya maton yen kilbe na ponye bang fan tv yen kilbe na ponye bang fan tv yen kilbe na ponye bang gasiti kadomo wallahi yen kilbe na ponye bang.
My name is Kadi Omar Singate, and I am in the US, ST's agent around that end, and I'm more like the reinforcer. And this is Dembajalo. He's from Germany, Bremen, and he is ST's international manager. And that is ST. We all know ST definitely. And that's Bricks Boy. He is ST's internal manager. So we decided to come here today to give you guys some briefing. Not only you guys, but everybody, people who are watching, the fans, people who have interest, stakeholders, to talk about how the song went down. So we wanted to give everybody a chance to ask some questions, and we are willing to answer. And you are free to choose any language you wanted to. We have somebody here who is very fluent in Fula, Mandinka, Wolof, English. So it is your choice, okay? And I guess I will let Damba say something before we started to talk to you guys.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. My name is Demba Jallo. Like Kadi already introduced me, so we are happy to welcome you all here. Yeah, like Kadi already mentioned, the reason why we are here today is just to talk about how the event went, and to answer maybe one or few more questions related to the event. So like he already introduced me, I'm ST's international manager, at the same time also the event manager when it comes to the album launch. So the floor is open for questioning. So the way we are organized on the high table here, we respond in different patterns related to who is responsible for what. So related to the questions you are putting through us, we will have one from us who will be responsible of answering that direction. Yeah. So the floor is open for you for questioning, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Donald.
Okay.
First, before I ask my questions, I would like to congratulate the ST management and
Thank
all
you.
Gambians for showing their support during this show. My question first, I will center into media activation. There have been issues with media who will want to cover this event. We know when it comes to the promotional activation, that there's so kind of success regarding active participation of the media. But in many instances, on the day of the show, the media suffer a lot to get access to these important things for them to continue the work that they've been doing due to the right behavior of some security forces or perhaps insufficient information given to them regarding media participation. I would like to know what is this management next time to ensure that journalists are accorded with a due respect in subsequent programs.
All right, thank you. That's a very good question, especially in relation to the security. And even myself, I have trouble with the security getting in. I was at the main gate, I couldn't get in. I went to this little gate where they say ST is the only person that's supposed to get in there. I couldn't get in also. But at some point, they allow me, they see my tag, it has all access, but they don't want the other people that come with me, they cannot get in there. So I have to go around. I have to spend a lot of time trying to get in myself, but it is noted. Honestly, it is noted. And next year, we wanted to do things a little bit different, and we might be able to. The plan is we will get in touch with you guys before, and all these problems will be sorted out before the event. Even with the tags, we do understand that they're kind of late, but regardless, that's how we've been doing it every year. We try to surrender the cards to the media outlets like around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. because we do notice some irregularities too previously from people copying the cards and giving it to their friends. So that's why normally we are delayed. We don't want to give it very early. So, but we do know that there is some challenges, and we will make sure that it is taken care of the next time. I'm not sure if I answer your question, but it is noted. Thank you very much. And what media house? Fadu Network. Thank you. Thank you. Hmm. From where? Thank you.
Like you said, it's been um, I think this one was the eighth launching album launching we had, and all the seven launchings was just semi live, and I thought it was nice to add up some spice to the whole thing and just take it to another level. And like you said, there's been a whole lot of commotion about SD doesn't do live band, he doesn't play this, he doesn't do that, and then that added more to the spice because I was like, okay, so at least now I have a chance to also prove something else, even though I didn't have to.
I have a question. This one was ST. My name is Francis Kron.
Yeah.
So about I have a lot of people saying that you release an album, you didn't release the album, or you did the album launching.
Yeah.
So the most are selling. So about if I can find, you understand?
Yo, well, tunyalo diamo siya na but ang technical difficulty le sort of with one song, wala din namang album mo upload no nangyayari ikan but I nitola ninga sort of nung laftala namin day after the launching rek mulbe tracks also online already but unfortunately another kawal nyama so parang nakita niya next week inshallah mulba jula online. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is our advantage too, for it to be available as soon as possible. So unfortunately, like he said, that's the problem. Yes.
Okay, I'll come back again. My next question goes to ST and the entire management.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen, if you look within the sub-region, we have artists with teams that they perform with. But in the Gambian context, usually when artists are on stage, their efforts are being complemented by fellow artists. What is management doing to ensure that they transform the music narrative, have a complete set of theme, while ST alone will not be on stage jumping from one point to another, where you have a complete thing that will also support ST's energy on stage, dancing while he is also doing other things.
Right. You're very right, from that perspective. Well, unfortunately, like it's my fault. I was supposed to call Electra, and unfortunately, things got hectic. I couldn't call her. But that was definitely my fault. We had dancers all over the video that were contracted. What's the name of the dance group? Yeah, yeah. In Sano, we saw them in Lakat, we saw them as well. Yeah, I probably tried to call her, I couldn't get through, but things were happening so fast, and I apologize for that. But thank you so much for bringing that up.
I have another question. This one was ST also. Most of the people don't even respond. They completely focus on the negative aspects of the event. But so can you review the positive side of the event, your experience from the event about the event itself?
Well, I haven't had any negative reviews. Honestly, it's positive, 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 positive everywhere that I go. Honestly, I wouldn't lie about this. It's always positive. And for me, you know, like I said, when people come and buy tickets to come to your show, it's not just about you making money. It's about those people being satisfied and also, ensuring their safety. So next time you call an event, it's easy for these people to actually go get up and say, "Hey, I'm buying this ticket because the last time was amazing." So I tell my people all the time, this show that we are doing right now is also an advert for the next show, because if things go in another direction for you, this year, next year, you definitely don't want to be there. So I'm really happy about how the show went. Everybody is happy. People are texting to congratulate. I meet people, they tell me how happy and proud they are. And like, people really came out to support. Many things happened. People sold their waters, people sold their drinks, the women, the sellers, everything went well. It's just amazing, honestly.
And
And the band as well, the band, they did amazingly well. We rehearsed for less than 2 weeks, and things really went like that. So I'll be telling them, how about if we had a 1 month or 2 month rehearsal? It would have been a complete different story. Yeah, so for me, I'm really happy that people are happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I have another one regarding your song. After the release of song and the other song, people were like, this is not the ST anymore. It's a completely different style. So why do you come with a different style? Many people were criticizing it. They were like, this is not the ST anymore.
Which one?
I think that one. And the salon, especially your dress code in salon, people were like, this is not the ST anymore. When you drop another one. So why do you bring up that style?
Okay, Mbulawai. Yeah, well, it's music. I've been here for over a decade. You cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and over. It's boring. And music is, people feel different types of music. So I will always try to bring in something new, to add up to the spice. So it's not the same thing. We don't watch the same movie all the time, but we might watch different movies, but almost the same story. So that's it with music. We cannot keep giving the same thing over and over and over. You have to try different things, change it up a little, let it be wavy. Yeah.
Yeah,
and and that is one of the reasons why we are still here, because we change with time. Yeah, music changes, vibe changes, and we are able to change with time, and it keeps you
okay,
around.
with connection to what she just mentioned, I want to relate it now to the stage performance itself. This time around, you did not come up with people considering looking at your swag or something like that. You came very simple. What geared you to come in that manner? Instead of people to come, because when people go for shows, they always try to concentrate on what the artist put on, something very flashy. But this time around, you came up very simple. What geared you to come in that manner?
Well, first of all, like I said, it's nothing new. We've been doing this so far, and we did have nice appearances, looking flashy over and over. Yeah, I thought it would be a little nice to change, the concept of, the outfit. And also, personally, 2024 have been a crazy year for me. I've been through a lot personally, and I try to show that in my music too as well, because I'm an artist. That's what we do. Yeah. Yeah.
As I was about to say, the other one is a concert because that will attest to that I came for and when I did it there. I think that will just throw shades to what he was saying. And we got our tag at last. But then I came in and the security, was like, you are not entering because there is food. So even in the afternoon, he told me I do not have a uniform. Why should I? And I was like, where is media and uniform? So at the night, he told me there is food. So I was telling him you're only security. How can you tell me there is food? When
I'll let them take go.
Yeah, actually, you're right about that. We realized that there were some circumstances where most people who necessarily or deserve to be there, they're having problems to enter at the designated areas. But then these are based on so many factors. And for the securities, at some point, related to their operational guidelines, when they realize that even when the safety of the audience is on first place, you having a tag allowing you to be there and the dangers at that particular moment, they're looking at the safety first. They're not allowing people to go to where they're supposed to be if it is not secure, even though they have the tags. So what we're trying to do, like Kadi also mentioned, is that we acknowledge all these issues. So we're trying to come at the middle, like to meet up with the media personnel in the future like when are you people supposed to collect your tax? When are you people supposed to come to the show to take your positions? Because to be realistic, we have to balance certain situations here. If media personnel have to come to ST's concert after 12 o'clock or around 11 in the evening, that's gonna be crazy to enter, you know. So we try to meet at a point where we will allocate the places where the media personnel is supposed to be and the time they can come and enter. Because like I mentioned, you having a media tag or being in the management, when the securities realize that letting you go to in a certain particular area is overcrowded, they might try to stop you, you know, until when they have a clearance of safety to allow you. So, but it's noted and put into consideration. So we will try to work intensively with Smiler in related to the media personnel for the future to make sure that we find a balanced atmosphere in terms of operation. Yeah.
One more question from my end. I mean, ST, you came on stage in cuffs and circles. Tell us what's the meaning of that? Because it has not happened before.
Like I said, 2024 has been really crazy for me. You know, personally, I feel I was in chains in my life, in so many aspects in my life that I cannot really disclose right now. But you know, that image of me entering is more of that image. It represents what I've been through personally, as a person and also as an artist.
One more question from my end. It's obvious that Gambians have really gave you the support that you deserve on this fateful day. Now, what is SD's management doing to ensure that they give back to society?
Let's let Cardi take that.
Yeah. So we were not being educated about how we go about paying taxes and stuff. So that's one thing we're gonna be paying taxes. We wanna make sure the government get a share of, you know, their share from their portion from what the earnings are based on their guidelines. And another thing, we have a foundation. I believe you guys are aware of that. We did a lot and we are continuing to do, you know, what we have. We planting trees. Our goal is to plant 1 million trees. We don't know how long that's going to take. So that means most likely we're going to be, you know, doing that for a long time. And we're doing a lot through our organization, through the foundation. Actually, I know this is not about the foundation, but this giving back to the community is not necessarily limited to a big show, with or without the show. Like the foundation people, what I keep telling them, this is not about ST. We want to be like Red Cross. Who's the founder again? Henry Donald. He's not alive. He's not alive for a long time. But Red Cross is alive. So there are a lot of organizations like that. But based on my observation over here, many organizations are very short, short span. They don't last long. But that's what I keep telling these people. This is not necessarily about ST. I know his name is attached to it, but we want to do this forever. ST is here, ST traveled, ST is not available, whatever, but we want to keep doing this forever. So giving back to the community is not necessarily limited to when we make shows, but we wanted to do that every day.
To put a little bit more on what Kadi is also saying, for many people, I think they just focus on giving back to the community after the show. But like we in the ST management, we understand what it means because he is the biggest artist here and one of the artists who started giving to the community even before the event. Because in his event, he is one of the biggest employer. So ranging from security, from the sound engineers, from the live band, everybody who was there is a Gambian, and all this money that is paid to them remains here. So and like like I say, the giving back to the community don't necessarily only means what people see in the media. He is giving back to the community continuously, also like related to the employment opportunities that are given to the personnel who work at the event also.
My name is Miriam Sarr from PYFC TV.
Yeah.
Question ba like this all of la ko ba like
Wow, bana bana.
est ce way bu bijé bi nga génné ni gis nañ ne ko déguma sosé but am na ay lu ma si jëlee daal comme ni dama nekk di like wala am loo nekk di dunda li nga xamante ne ay challenges la mu nekk si family mu nekk si friend from anyone like maa ngi laaj wala am na li nga xamante ne ay problème la lu si jëmee si ay liggéeyatu sëriñ yi ak yooyu te yow nga yëg ko parce que sa woy bi ku ko seetlu xool ko xoolaat ko li nga xamante ne am na yenn challenges yi nga nekk di face su fekkee tam mu nga ñëw ba tuuti about si woy bi yan challenges nga nekk di face loo xamante ne woy nga ko fa foofu noonu.
Well, yeah. Well, I like duma ko muna break down because wavy is already broken down. Yeah, but like I said, 2024, dafa neka at bu complicated that where I have really been through a lot. Like so much started walulu fi do je. Yeah, I understand honestly, but it's not been an easy, you know, year for me. I had to go through a lot. I had to go through people making me look like what I am not. I had to go through, people spreading rumors and lies about me. I had to go through a whole lot of things that I cannot understand, to tell you the truth. Yeah, honestly. And of all of these things I've heard, I never see anybody that came forward and said, ST did this, ST this. Nobody. You just keep hearing rumors over there, and it's really crazy. Like there's a lot Lucy Jahaso Dal. There's a whole lot of things your hand and combined together. Like I said, it's complicated, trust me.
Okay, from what you explained just right now, do you think you are suffering from too much success? Or do you think you are suffering from too much success? From what you explained?
You can say that. You can say that. You can say that sometimes. Sometimes it's crazy. Like I said, I don't really want to start going into this because it's it's going to be a long topic to, venture into. But, you have to deal with a lot of challenges if you were young, and then your name is at a certain height over there and people got eyes on you. It's always complicated. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm countryman from Q Radio. This question is going to be Denver. Concerning about the sound system. Then ST can stereo can. The sound was 100% there.
Yeah.
I'll entering with feeling some feedback in the sound, and there's a rumor going on. Okay, sound engineer divided the sound into 3 shows. At that point in time, you being the stage manager for like, okay, the mic that ST use for the sound check is the same mic the MCs are using, or that mic being there to wait on like ST, because we feel a feedback when ST was on the stage.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Me being also the stage manager, the same time also being somehow expert in sound engineering also. There is a difference between what somebody is thinking and what is realistic. Though you are right, how the sound system was before ST was on stage was completely different. And one thing people have to understand, we were aware, we responsible. Okay, at some point, the Gambian people who were there will witness that there was a complete breakdown for 15 minutes. So this was based on our job to understand that we need some adjustments because the voltage that was responsible for the electric and the sound was not gonna be enough if the artist was there. So ST working with his expert team, we deem it necessary to separate the electric lines. We have the generator taking care of the sound, and then the normal electric supply been taken care of the lighting. So this was done in advance of when ST is on stage. Any adjustments that he might need with the instruments, we're gonna be on safe side. So this is why we decided to off the music at some point before the performance was better before during the performance. So one thing I also have to make clear here, it might be, I cannot confirm that if the sound system was divided into 3. But then what we were having at Q City in terms of capacity was enough for us to run the show. But we do have some counters and some challenges that were related to the live band instruments. And the problem that people will not realize during the performance of the normal artists was they were making playback. So you just have the DJ controller, which the DJs can tune to themselves. But live band, every instrument had electric magnet field that are connecting and responding to each other. So at some point, related to the crowd within the stage area, we were having so many electronic devices that we are trying to interact, and this was causing some kind of complications. Yeah, but then still we try to maintain that. And what people also have to understand, this is also live band, and live band needs a lot of adjustments. So it is true, we acknowledge some technical issues which we are directly put into consideration, and then we have to take care of them in the future. So coming to the mic, we have our microphones. Every microphone there is a difference of saying which mic was used in the sound check and which mic was used in the show. So this is theoretically people can talk about that, but technically it doesn't make any difference. The difference is very minimal. So of course, at some point, mics were switched based on reasons, because most of these artists don't have their own mics when they are performing. So the mic that the mics that he was using during his performance, all of these mics were featured during the sound check period. We work with almost 5 different microphones during the sound check, and then these were the mics also that we used during the show. Yeah.
This one goes to you. As the international manager,
Yeah.
what is the next thing about this international?
Okay.
What are you planning international? If there is any, or if you want to share any?
Yeah, basically the interview here is more based on the album, but then just to make it in short, like ST's music cross boundaries. And normally I should not talk about it, but I'm proud to talk about it for the fact that he is working very hard, and the first time to bring a young Gambian talent together, to put them in a band and with the intention of upgrading them and also to work in the future. So we have a lot of projects that are waiting for us. So, and then we're gonna work on these projects in the future, and then it will no more be a surprise when we are there. Yeah.
Last question. Regarding the album, how many songs do we have there, and how many collabs do we have
Dozen songs, 4 collabos. Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah, four collab, four tracks, one long collabo. Yeah, but on those 4 songs, we have about 8 Gambian artists. Yeah, we have Tanga Chama, we have Not Easy, we have Antu, we have Samiti, we have Rudy G, Musa Philly, One Park,
Benjamin.
Benjamin, of course, Rebellion, the Ricola. Yeah, Jamil. Dogfather. It's actually modern. Yeah, it's
there?
modern.
Included in those 4 songs.
Yeah.
Black
On one song, I have Benjamin and Jamil, the Jamaican artist. And then
No,
on
no,
another song, I have Musa Fili, One Park. It's more of a lineup, Kunta Kikuna kind of lineup, Ni Hamu Vijay, where I featured several different artists on one song. So on that song, we have 5 artists.
So no.
And the other one, Blacka.
Jamil. One.
Thank you.
Okay.
And the other one with 2 people, Blacka.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
Yeah. I have Lil Oms and Blacka on another song too. It's about 10 Gambian artists.
So
Yeah,
altogether, it's 12 songs.
yeah. 4 collabos, and then we have 8 singles. Yeah.
One more question. ST, it's obvious that you have a lot of songs, so tell us which one is your favorite. You have to just number one list.
Honestly, if I am to be honest, it changes. But Nala Dua is forever personal to me. I love that song. It's motivational. You know, it speaks to me. And Sano It's exceptional. People love Sano. I think Sano was the best performance at the luncheon. Yeah, yeah, for the Sano song. Yeah, like bro, it was amazing. I love Sano as well. But Sinyul is exceptional. Mbasina Almo Omwe is crazy. Buaja Buro Almo Fanamwe. Yeah, no, but to tell you the truth, I think it's been a while, at least since an album like this sort of for me, like from one all the way down to the end is all fire. I can listen to them for a month, maybe because because I don't really listen to my music like that, but I keep listening to these songs. I listen to them daily, over and over, so yeah, it changes, it keeps changing.
There's one thing people are neglecting, which is the moves on stage. Is it legendary moves or money moves? We want to know.
you know I love live band, honestly. There's so much that can be done that people have not really been seeing. I do a lot of different type of music, and so usually when I come to the luncheon, I do semi-live because I do hip hop, I do drill, I do Afro manding, I do Afrobeat, you know. So sometimes I feel like I don't get as much as I want to get, because of the different genres of music, and I have to deal with one band, so I keep. But with the live band, trust me, it's spiced up. People will be seeing a lot of different things from me because we'll be doing a lot of live band from now moving on.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to Keba Tilo and friends. They did amazingly well. Yeah.
I also want to know, as an artist, what is your biggest fear? Because a lot of people will say this is ST. So many people will say a lot of things about you. Some of them it might be positive, and some of them it might be negative. But as an artist, can you tell us what is your biggest fear when we talk about ST?
Well, being misunderstood, being misjudged, like you said, people would say a lot of things about you as a person. Say, if people portray you to be red when you are white, that's really crazy. Nobody loves that. That doesn't sit well with anybody, Although you might not necessarily be in a position to change everybody's mind or something like that, but that is something to fear. When you get up every day, you walk, you trying to make some positive changes in your life and in other people's lives, and also in what you do as an artist for Gambia. And then when people misunderstand you, bro, that hurts because it goes against everything that you stand for, as a person. So yeah.
Again, what message do you have for the younger artists that are trying to make it like you, how you make it? And we also feel like you also started it long time ago. And a lot of people were saying, Mola and Marco Papa and Brother was taking him. But being either was state for the Dole, I feel like you don't support them, you don't give them helping hand.
Yeah.
It as a code, or it Moli crown as a code, or whether you crown yourself as a code. Even the sort of people of the younger artists on here, million for today, alhamdulillah, about track and that, but still they have this understanding towards you.
Well, nsemin fono artist sole wolon dal musico mu artist le talent ko along, ikana ke moti mimbe give up, like, momo na la time long amuka sunia all the time, bro. Like I was rapping during Jalex all BJs, ngate all BJ. Watu mom popular mol malo nyama katalen nga so open na Jalex wall but wollo medio axulti na ila kwalke. I did wait for my time all the way. It wasn't like mole and chika and nafi na ko tell the time sita. No, do go kinyalo. You put in work and hopefully it pays off some other time. Yeah, so just mbafule, ye tasty doku wala doku ko la momu ka mon force pura ay mola denkilo like o kana mola denkilo like. ni moy dengi lo ganal be ya moy jan na jar I'll be back I like if it's worth it to you you will tell them min send you right now because you want to get it, you know. So they have to put in work no sabo nyeng anen drama nyeng aka promotion le create but amati na level of work kahit santo o ila level of experience manam pe kam sila. So it's either ya karang ware ya karang wa kadal, you know, daman ko lang dal, you know, but mumula time sita iminale for sure.
Yeah. So can I ask?
Yeah, but please, left in color as well. Yeah, what was that question? Bari ko mul, iko mule afanam mako. Yes, I like that line very well. So, but sa ambe in color. So, pwede malong kung tenga mul mako industry kono. Ite personal, imbe in kakane honestly.
I'm the journalist right now.
No, but ite meta, ika artist interview le. Ite ka dindingol interview ntela kuala le 3 years ago. Long time for it. You felt the musical quarter. How do you see it? Yeah, moy. So yeah, I just told you I have 8 different Gambian artists on my album, bro. There's no album I'm launch me along among Gambian artists or strategy, and they don't always have to be like popular. They don't always have to be big. What people need to understand is Nico support. Support is so different. Yang invite la soto, iko nye ST nana wa mga launching na soto left na pass by. Yalan. Ye listening party soto iko nye ko na left na je na. Yalan. Nga song soto nye invite. Na platform auto is open for you to jump in anytime because Ninga so is open for any Gambian artist. And I'll still support in other ways that I can. But people need to understand support doesn't always have to be financial. Malam feel. And everybody can witness that, you know, I jump on people's song. Jump to artist la song that this year. I'm on 10 la 10. Omanke album. You know, and it's not like a big tante untatile or mbita jile puruka boss meaning or anything like that. Bro, that is support. That's what we call support in another form. Support. Na fan page to ya be fly from artist will minul la launching all time it so for right now member on top of the fan page amanke big bangal for manke support. So I don't understand what type of support people are talking about. Yeah, exactly. How many artists did I do songs with 1 million views sort of job?
Yeah.
Many along go say before a mantra was sort of can know woman can support you.
Subscriptions go up
Yeah, exactly. You know, so like sometimes, you know, we just certain things be, you know, I feel like I'm unnecessary more from call for, you know, because kung nga fwe namin na close yatale, you know, I knew sababe siya rin koma, so definitely ba si fa bele mo la, but kung kam tangol min fwe jang amang ka fenti min nuta. Nitata online like fat ST type from last year to this year, even at least 18 collabos from Gambian artists. Mammo be ke list to soto. It's a Gambian thing. Everybody is in it. Yala nen. Ntul ka support kele in different ways. Formulia realize, fuima realize. So financial long, faman ke financial. But you know, we've been doing that a long time ago, bro.
And Thank you so much. I want to add something on this. I think this is a very question. For dinning right? Come case support nyami. So manta I malafika jamu about case support nyami or whatever. But I think it's very important for dinning, especially the new artists. Ye keba kendol soto e koma. Ye mol soto e koma million ko they will advise them well. Nyimu marathon lady. This is not about your first song that is a hit. This is not about your first album minketa hit. Nyimu marathon lady. You want to be there forever. Nite one song soto a diata drong kebal dol be koma. Ibening ST kungo takindila nyola. Ibening jizul kungo takindila nyola. O ibening dada kungo takindila nyola. Wolmu artist ballet. They are more resourceful than you. They are more experienced than you. You just get here with a very good song. So, but Milbe Koma, those people, it can support to go against a big artist, but they cannot maintain that support. So, by the time you be below Bole Koto, you know, it's a problem for you. You don't see them. They are gone. They move on to the next artist. Me along all the way on. So, Dindingol is very important. They have grown-ups behind them. Me alonko Ike advice there about what is going on how to move forward, how to respect people who've been there before them, who paved the way for them. Okay, so I think that is very important. Mol milbe koma is very important. Ni mo jamal milbe je mol la kata koma. Ni be koma ibe suku sukula. But usuku ibuka me ibuka ibe sola kodola fam. They will support you in a lot of ways. If you got a problem, call me. They'll be fully. But they don't do that forever. That's just for a short period. Then they will move on to the next person. They will leave you alone. Ngoja artist jama balle la ja. Killing pet near artist will they will tell you. Milkatari coma during that period, give them a year or two, they're not there no more. They move on to the next guy. So I think that's very important. Milbe coma, Millie Sansang is very important.
Yes, they have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You tell our album open
Amanda album open.
Why?
Well, ninga for maybe nga album do so relevant like ninga na track old bond, nga recording kuntun ningal ka studio to lang ketuji. So ni album mo kana sometimes you have to pick and choose or nyin and then we put that on the album. The rest all muri bound yeah. So definitely next album amina. So next album is dope already because Yentiri Jala already. You need to anticipate for the longest. Another song which is big, but I'm manning album will make a better next album or and then so we go there,
Yeah. So, a lot of criticism because of online, okay, criticize from the media, your fellow artists, and in different individuals, so you understand. And you have more than artists, they are only a human being like God, they feel the same way. So, how do you feel when you want to get criticized? So, you come more than whatever more than media online. So, how do you feel about it?
Well, from the start, I know what I signed up for. I keep telling them that Yalan need to but especially Besanto Mubi Nyabelurin Damin. It's not only gonna be nice flashy lights and Yalan, it's gonna be a negative side as well, so people will have to talk. You cannot stop that. And you cannot control what people say as well, but you make peace with yourself because it follow and that's enough for you as a person, but people will talk. You have to let them talk. Sometimes it's crazy. You cannot say it all doesn't affect you. Sometimes it's really crazy because it's like a cave and give a mirror to like, oh, I'm telling you, damn. Like that, like that person, but you cannot stop it. You have to get to the part where you accept as an artist, neither media or anything is gonna happen, bro. You just have to try to stay strong so you can overcome it, but challenges are gonna come,
We have to correct it because I have been to QCD. I've never missed an event at QCD, but your event is, I can say, the best event.
Chana.
Yeah, Buka event of this one.
Ndolkana kuole ke.
Just finally, I have a question for you. What is the message behind Ila appearance on stage? Number one, maybe in Canada, but I was upstairs. So very young collaborator best local. But saying not like an because I want to hear from you. Minimum ila reason of appearance on stage. Keno be bala. Gulsabo ko feta mong slave letibang kumul ay mo jama takal bakal. Naftali yo free mulle.
Yeah, well, kung nga for nyamin earlier dyan di ka na. Next time na Juna, yeah. Yeah. Now for like 2024 have been a tough year for me, Kujamal le bekiring, Kujamal le kata, and Kujamal bekiring anisay. Yeah, so from an artistic point of view, me in chains represent na life. The struggles, the challenges, all the things that I have to face. I feel like that is my life from that picture. And like I said, Nala Dua is a personal song to me because it's about my life too. It's a dear song to me. So, me in chains and in connection to that song is to tell you, Mom, I'm not Mom free dal, I'm in chains. Yeah, it doesn't have to be physical chains, like I said, I've just been through a lot, bro.
What was happening maybe socially, wala sabu, ibulu wala kin, and then you left
Can I add something there? And sometimes,
yeah,
like you can question on me in garden. Therefore, I come across of different media posts concerning about the pictures. Sometimes it's not about the people, but it's about the media house near caption on in Safeduma. But it's more picture like then you put a caption there. Me and uncle like okay, okay. When they are described as a slave, the people that are commenting down, they're gonna see it like that. So sometimes certain issues like a pop nang nang, you know, it's like media household. They have to be very conscious about their captions. But caption do be ko fena ka negative impact la fena do fana ka anata over caring. Another if I don't level caption do develop like it's better you ask the artist management team about the story that you want to put up before fabricating your own story. Often I'm feeling me along like you know difficulties encountered you know in some media house. Huh?
Sometimes I can't go call it.
No, book a cold pig, but you book a cold pig. Obviously, you have to keep trying.
No, I'm
Okay, yeah. I think I have.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I think I also have to
come in, yes.
come
You're
in
right.
Purka Gala Kumonyi Bamandi, because music combination from vocal to act.
That's right.
So Nimie ni album wala intro jibe in the launching. Nala dua. Man of understand. The message is clear. You understand it? So one message in Fanang, the way ST come on stage, the way he is in that change, represent purely all of the things that are going through. He is struggling in a mantra freeing, a bulol be chain, a single be chain. It means whether social media lombang, artist or lombang, artist management lombang, whether realistical facts or fabrications, min be jurmata in the earning kono. It's like umumi along ba try can nepurka in the black. But what chains are representing, still on the chains, I will sing. Man of understand. So it signifies that. So it is a symbol of representing okay, despite in which circumstances I am in and the struggles I'm going through, then still menna music only can. So this is it. So what acting was the physical part of sewing. Nala dua intro ni min and in song ni min. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. Oh, they want to confirm.
Any other question?
Let me say hi to Ismail. Thank you so much for your communication.
Yeah, Ismaila. Yeah, to be honest, I will say thank you to ST management team. Near British College, Master Ismaila Kachikar. Nima Ismaila Solo, and Demma is a wonderful person.
Yeah, Aparga, you know. Amen.
But Ismaila, more question of
One question. I have the people are writing up figures what you earn from. Can you please take that? Because like 6 million.
No, 12 million.
Yeah, I think
because Allah Akbar Canal free. Secondly, the ultimate is not here, but I will talk on his behalf.
Yeah, but do we have to clear this point and then carry on forward?
Yeah.
Talking about the figures, we cannot even know, like, because it's simple, right? Okay, you have an event, you organize an event, you have expenditures, right? And then related to these expenditures, you also sell tickets. So we are even up to now in our accountability process of working to know what are we waiting, how many tickets are sold, how many tickets are we expecting. Maybe we will even witness our worst case scenario that we get returning tickets that are not sold. So we are on our auditing level also in the process. Yeah, and then what people fail to understand also, like music is expensive, you know. It's about the whole album, financing a whole album, financing a whole concert. And then ST management don't have sponsors for these events, you know. So everything is coming from us. This means when we spend millions in our event, we have to spend also the same kind of money in our upcoming events also. So this is why from you journalists, if you can also sometimes, you know, knock on certain points of bringing sponsors will also be good, you know.
Thank you very much. I think, you know, this question, but I feel like near ST this is the most difficult work for every management. Ticket reconciliation, mol being alon them, banko minkang, you understand? Eka tiketo di mola le fang, prior tiketo wafi, amari ko tiketo bandale already. At the end of the day, yena tiketo chai, tiketo je mo amari na tiketo sendi. So I mean, mo jama ba fala ko okay program o nyim mo nanga mol findra aldua o mo nanga mo min finda ninga do ko bang no number G, but we cannot tell how much was sold. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
If you pay attention on the outlet,
Why it's not possible?
At the outlet all fana, especially the individuals, not the restaurants, but the individuals, all fana kadi modo le la fana. And I won't be surprised fana near 20 tickets di modo la fana 10 di ala friend level.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a chain, Fenkon del kadi dollar le ofana yadi modola probably ofana yadi modola.
But I cannot worry. As soon as mole final number.
Yeah, numbers sort of. Yeah.
Calculation over.
Yeah.
What is the estimate? What is the estimate?
Estimate. As soon as we find out, yes.
If we give you estimate, you already know the figure.
As soon as we find out.
No, if we give an estimate, that's
See, I have a question.
Albums. Yes, I think I will. I think I will do just 2 more albums. But 10 album le left like a 10 album killer, so my 8 album ke. So 2 more album to 10 years.
Doesn't mean after that 2 months you're leaving.
After that, I don't know.
we don't know, but
I don't know, but you're not gonna hear no more albums after that. Okay, so Shai, ilamo. Artist ola dogo mone de ka music bro. Boni. Ka album mo da ko di. So ite mo kapentati every year ite ka to lara wanda da. Every year be lara wanda. Why ibe lara wanda da? Why? Exactly. People have to look at music like that. It's not like mbesuba le kono nyimbe music la nini ya start mutakala no. Okay, nyine na town say fonyo. Nyindu ina. It's not like that. Amanke ko Gambia damalong. Anywhere around the world, it's never like that anywhere. Anybody can make your music. It's never like nyim bidiko le ka jama bawa fi so therefore anyantaka soron gonongol fana. No bro, it's never musical titanya to auto because musical is about the level of creativity. It's not about dankodoro muetaraji. Malum fe can understand. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, for clarification, Ismaila never said the media houses should be Tuesday, 5:30 becoming. And then one thing we also need to understand is, just like Doctor said, we have seen scenarios where we issued out media tax earlier, and then at the end of the day, I'm not going to say you, but then we have media houses that duplicated our cards, and it was very frustrating on the side of the management. And then I will also tell you this for free. Last year, or year before last, we gave media houses more than 4 tax. You know what happened? Some media houses, were seen sitting on the VIP chair. For example, I paid my $1,000 to come and attend the show. And at the end of the day, I see someone sitting on my chair with a media tag. How is that going to feel like? Those things are the bad PR that we always encounter after the show. I can tell you for free, the ST's management is the only management that would do a successful show when we should be out, relaxing. We always come out in the media to either clarify on 1 or 2 things. But hopefully next year, we will do better, whereby media houses and the management will work hand in glove, to have a better atmosphere. Maybe, who knows, we can have media houses that can even apply online, or their accreditation cards could be given to them either by scanning or so. We always set standard, and I can say sorry you went through this, but it was not also easy on me. You could see at one point in time I had to talk to the international manager to help me because I mean 37 cards, more than 100 media outlets, coming out. But you will not also say that Ismaila Fadera prepared a special list that was given to the security for media houses to be cleared. So we tried definitely. Thank you.
What of the security bag?
The
Are we armed robbers?
no,
let me
no, you are not. You are not armed robbers.
The security part, I ordered him to bid for a security support based on a reason. It was more at a particular time when many people were rushing at him. So the rest of the people were not knowing what was going on there. So at some point we have to put some security measures. Yeah, that was the only reason. And also, like for the media houses, like the difficulties with this tax sometimes is complicated because you have a media house with one camera, with one person, but they're demanding for like 4 cards. So I think sometimes you also have to have a functional plan from how many persons you need and then what they exactly doing, yeah.
Yeah, just to have that, I want to clarify, even though I come alone, before I used to come with my camera person and take part taking it. But some other media houses will come with their journalists and their technical team because they want to go live and they want to use cameras instead of film. And despite I come with my phone now, but before I used to come with one person. But speaking on behalf of other media houses that are there here rather, they come with their technical team so that they can go live with their internet and some other things. Yeah.
Yeah, like Ismaila also said, we will definitely put everything into consideration, and then for the future we try to meet up earlier, even before the event, and then we put some plans together that is benefiting both parties. Yeah.
Sorry, someone is asking that there's a silent question to you. Why do you always do album launching without the album being ready?
Always, no.
That's what
It's not an always thing. What happens is sometimes the album has to go on the review. And when it's on the review, it's not left to you as the artist. It could take a longer time. You don't even know exactly when it's gonna come out. All you know is it's on the review, it's gonna pop out someday, anytime, So that's what happens actually. Yeah. Ba?
Yeah, your diaspora, I fans of the diaspora.
Yes.
So they've contributed a lot, buy tickets, and they don't even attend the event. So what do you have to say to them?
Yeah, come on, fancy fal wala tin ng bijang hanisang, because more muga understand sometimes fans will wala kage come motivation or they come fuel on you to keep going on because each time you face difficulties, face problems, you look back and you see those people ready to support to that level, it keeps you going. When people, yeah, it keeps you fighting because people believe in you and they show you they believe in you. It's like a motivation for me to go on. So I want to say to all of them, thank you, saluto. Kata told me, Bela, it's been amazing. People come out in their numbers. Like sometimes people are like, boy, ente malong ko mo jama Gambian jamal fangol bijan like plasul ka jam pack le fo mol ka fo je doyatale, and that's not the usual picture of Gambian, but Gambians performing outside. So honestly, diaspora guy, ya katabakle more killing katin na more 28 hours or more 25 and even more, so I'm really grateful for the love and support, honestly. Yeah.
And there are more Jamal and Tankla. There are a lot of people we supposed to thank. If you guys pay attention on the statement that we check out, we didn't mention no name because it's a lot of names. We don't actually have sponsors, but more Jamal ticket also. So what I see about a million some more than 20 tickets, some up to 100, even institutions, for instance, like the youth and sport buy some tickets and GNPC, Seattle, some institutions and individuals, Musabaro, a lot of them. But it's a whole lot. We initially wanted to put all the names out there, but it's a lot of names, and we still believe we're gonna be forgetting some. Then so. But we thanking everybody. It's a lot of people who buy tickets and support and give it to their family or their institution staff so that they could attend.
My last question. So, last question on that. It's about
You make a last one.
environment. It's the last one. It's about you understand? So, like, we have to say, then more they can be as we have both the government, individual, private sector, we're doing that. Motivation and then how I'm right now.
Come environment mental la environment nimma develop mota develop la mole numbe mu gambian ultimbe we have a role to play, especially in tulmi along on a platform also mulki la mo in mul kana kan jibe like I always wanted to be that person like me along about a platform or use la pruka some positive changes so and be the same people the same thing it will be I'm killing or will be so like putting our efforts together and like whatever thing we can put together to give back to the community is like a must because bro a person like me I can say man fen soro bari nga fen min be soro nga sta musical and I got it from these people malam be kam feel so it's always a must to have to give back to the community, to the society, and that we will keep doing every other time. Come, it's a continuous process for us. For school fees, Joe Lombang, for setalo Lombang, for planting trees Lombang, for collaborating with other organizations to make some social change Lombang. For however it comes, it's a gradual process. We will always change ideas. We will change concepts, but we will always be giving back to the community. We'll stop the wala. Yeah, animbar. Now, my last three questions, Talale, and then
Last three questions.
If you guys want, you could check it from online. If you guys have anybody, if you don't have questions.
Kita jamu yo kampen ko. Aman dia ada pada bawah lah. Iko ile musuh malam if I say murun dolo bam peta murun dia. These are a lot of things. I'm going to board again from exception of the back. So Malay made us fundamental. Concerning about the musuh pinta. Because every year
it's personal.
I know it's personal.
Yeah,
But coming for the one to go every year can I support. So what is your role? Not from me.
That role, Burka.
What is your role in something like no, this is not from me anyway. From 1 million of people.
I can tell you, Binta Mudemba Bamalti, Binta and Demba, like they are special to me, and they will always be. Yeah, yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ismail, nene for the commission question seven. What do people on stage?
Okay.
And then state manager will take that.
Yeah, normally this staging problem, we have it not only in our event, but in most of the major events in the Gambia. And I think this also have to do with some cultural beliefs. I have to be direct here in this sense because most of our people, they can feel like when they are on the stage, they are exposed, and then they want it, they love it. So the problem that we have is like we try to make a setup, and the setup from the ST's management is always standard. It is allowing who's supposed to be on the stage, what time at a particular time, and why are you supposed to be there. There must be a reason. But we do acknowledge that there was a very, very big complications related to some of the people being at where they should not supposed to be. Because even the Kanyamina question of I saw her also at a place where normally she's not supposed to be, at the backstage. You understand? So it's like everybody, most of these people want to be at where they are not designated. So we have acknowledged this problem. And then the management yesterday, we had a meeting. And part of this meeting was also a point related to this, where we want to go really hard on it for the next upcoming events to make sure that we have people on the stage who are supposed to be there. Yeah.
Two more questions. Or one more question.
I think we will take that question from ST. You have something to say?
For me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just
For now,
no question and make
I have a lot of questions, but I'm going to go for another time.
You request for an interview. So you said what?
yeah, I think we'll why.
Just a final. Okay.
Alimla. Akan start niya dito.
Sama mo sa aling bulaway.
Ni ka pa alimbulaway dia dahil di ba ko pa niya.
Sano, right? So you started.
Lampoy na di boeta ndeman sila ngana kerila sama kono tilo koto ni duntana itelebe ni misala ye ni modonat ya tina e bond nsa singa jube papa na e boeta kadoke notu sabu kasabu ndonge jo jori nyako nanto na baby ko aku kanu dengan jisu didortakan nsa minkeno nubuka kino ntesa minkeno dindi muka keno yang kau ni nyota